The Premier League season is over, the relegated teams are confirmed, and you know what that means, the vultures are circling, because when a club gets relegated, hidden clauses kick in. Suddenly, players worth €40 million can be available for €25 million, stars become bargains, gems become opportunities, and every summer, smart clubs go shopping in the championship aisle. So today, I built the ultimate relegation 11, the best player from the relegated clubs in every position. Players who could make a huge difference for top Premier League sides and European giants. Trust me, some of these names won't stay cheap for long. Let's get into it. Goalkeeper, Mads Hermansen. Leicester City may have gone down, but Mads Hermansen did everything possible to keep them up. The Danish goalkeeper was basically playing a one-man survival mission. Despite Leicester's defensive disasters, he still managed 7 clean sheets in just 18 league matches. For a team fighting relegation, that's impressive. At only 25 years old and already part of Denmark's national team setup, Hermansen looks ready for a bigger challenge. He might not start for Manchester City or Arsenal, but as a backup keeper for a Champions League club, that's a bargain waiting to happen. Centre-back Jean-Claire Todibo. West Ham spent big money to bring Todibo in after a successful loan spell. Did he have a perfect season? Not really, injuries slowed him down and consistency wasn't always there, but whenever he was fit, you could still see the quality. Strong in the air, comfortable on the ball, physically dominant. At 26 years old, he's entering his prime. For clubs looking for a reliable defender without spending €70 million, Todibo could be one of the smartest deals available. Centre-back Maxime Esteve. Now here's a name you should remember, Maxime Esteve. Seriously, write it down somewhere. The French defender is only 23 and has been one of the few bright spots during Burnley's struggles. His value keeps rising because scouts love what they see. He's calm, intelligent, aggressive when needed, and already looks ready for a much bigger stage a few years from now. Don't act surprised when he's playing Champions League football every week. Malik Diouf is on fire this season. At just 21 years old, the explosive fullback/wingback has been turning heads across Europe with standout performances. Top clubs are already circling. Manchester United are looking for reinforcements in his position, while Paris Saint-Germain see him as strong competition and a long-term option. Reports also link him with Tottenham Hotspur and Bayern Munich. Valued at €28 million but potentially available for around €20 million, he could be one of the biggest bargains on the market. At 21, talents like this don't stay under the radar for long. Right back, Jackson Chachitwa. Maybe not a superstar yet, but definitely a player worth watching. Chachitwa had a solid season despite playing in one of the league's weakest teams. He's quick, powerful, and aggressive defensively. At 24 years old, he's still developing. Could he start for Real Madrid tomorrow? Probably not. Could he become an excellent squad player for a top club? Absolutely. Defensive midfielder João Gomes. Now we're talking. João Gomes is the kind of player managers absolutely love. He runs, he tackles, he fights, he covers every blade of grass, and unlike some midfield destroyers, he can actually play football too. Real Madrid have been linked, Manchester United are interested, Atletico Madrid are watching. When clubs like that start circling, you know you're doing something right, and because of relegation, he might cost less than expected. Central midfielder Hannibal Mejbri. Now here's a player who feels like a classic relegation bargain. Hannibal Mejbri's season didn't get much attention, but the talent has never been in doubt. The Tunisian international brings energy, aggression, and creativity every time he steps onto the pitch. He's the type of midfielder who plays with intensity, always pressing, always fighting, always looking to make something happen. At 23 years old, there's still plenty of room for development, which makes him an interesting option for clubs willing to be patient. The technical ability is there, the work rate is there, and sometimes all a player needs is the right environment to unlock his full potential. Attacking midfielder Mateus Fernandes. West Ham paid big money for him. At first, people thought they were crazy. Now, not so much. The young midfielder contributed 10 goals this season and showed flashes of real quality. He's only 21, technically gifted, hard-working, physical enough for the Premier League. No surprise that Arsenal, PSG, Manchester United, and Tottenham are all paying attention. Left wing Crescencio Somerville. This guy should not be playing second division football, simple as that. Somerville has everything modern football wants: speed, dribbling, creativity, confidence. He produced 12 goal contributions despite playing in a struggling side. At 24 years old, he's entering his best years. Leverkusen want him, Newcastle want him, and many others are watching. Expect a transfer soon. Right wing Jared Bowen. Now this one hurts, because Bowen isn't just a player, he's a West Ham legend. The man turned down bigger clubs for years because he loved the club, fans adore him, but football doesn't wait forever. He's now 29 years old, and this might be his final chance to make a blockbuster move. Liverpool have admired him for years, Manchester United need help out wide, Newcastle could use his experience. And for around €55 million, that's a very attractive deal. Striker Castellanos. Every relegated team usually has one player who quietly does his job while everything around him burns. For West Ham, that was Castellanos, 7 goals in 22 matches despite playing in a struggling side, strong, clinical, experienced. At 27 years old, he could be a perfect striker for a mid-table Premier League club or a very useful backup for a bigger team. I'd suggest these players, and I think they deserve to be on this list. First is Hugo Bueno, Wolverhampton's left back. He's an excellent fullback with a bright future ahead of him. There's also Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who had a good season with West Ham. His abilities make him a suitable option as a backup for many teams. Finally, Mateus Main, an 18-year-old Portuguese playmaker. He put in some good performances for Wolverhampton, looked impressive, and is a highly talented prospect. That's it, my friend. Now tell us, who do you think is the best player among these and which one would you like to see at your favorite club?